G'day folks, it's Cortezerino, and today I'm going to show you how to build my Contemplation Garden. So this is essentially just a pretty bit of landscape that you can throw into your world. So I think it would look super cute in a garden or something like that, or maybe in a city park. And we've got entrances on every single side, and also like that it is a perfect rectangle, because then you could put it in your Japanese town or city as just a little park surrounded by roads, something like that. Or perhaps you just have a path running through your world and you wanted to decorate the sides of it. You could throw this in anywhere you like. It is a super big, super pretty build, and you can use it for whatever you like. And I'll be doing a block for block tutorial for this entire build. So I will show you how to make the paths and the Zen gardens and all the greenery around, and I'll even show you how to build this lovely cherry blossom tree. And this is how the build looks without shaders, and if you go down to the video description you can find a link to a materials list, and that will contain everything you need to build this. And for the purposes of the tutorial, I'm going to call this side the front, so furthest away from the tree. So whenever I'm building and I say come to the front, this is what I mean. Okay, to begin we're going to build a rectangle out of coarse dirt, and we're just burying this in the ground. And this rectangle is 25 blocks by 45, and this will contain our entire build, so this is marking out the area that you're going to need. Okay, looking from the front of the build, we're going to come along to the left-hand side and place an azalea in the corner, and we're going to place 20 in that direction. So we've already placed one, we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. After that, we're going to remove that block, place in a cobblestone with a red sandstone wall and a lantern on top. Then we'll remove that to a gravel. Then we'll place a grass in there. We'll leave the next coarse dirt, but then we'll break the next 3. And this will be a stone, andesite, then a cobblestone with a red sandstone wall and a lantern. And then we're just going to place azalea all the way to the end. And once you've done that, come back to the front and we'll go to the right-hand side. And we're going to begin just like we did before by placing 20 azalea. So just build this out to the, whoops, that was one too far, to the same distance as the other one. And then what we're going to do is remove that block. We'll place in a cobblestone with a red sandstone wall and a lantern. Then we'll do an andesite, then a gravel, then a grass block, then we're going to do a sand, then back to gravel, and this one we'll leave the coarse dirt there, but we'll place a red sandstone wall with a lantern, and then we're just going to place azalea all the way to the end. Alrighty, come back to the front, and we're going to come along to the left-hand side and place 1, 2, 3 azalea. Then we will knock out that block to a cobble, then we're going to skip a block, and then knock out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here we're going to place a gravel, then an andesite, then a sand, and back to gravel, and then we'll do an andesite. Then I want you to place 1, 2, 3 azalea on the coarse dirt, and we'll knock out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and finish with 3 more azalea. Now in this little trench we dug, we're going to place 2 cobblestone, then an andesite, then a stone block, and a gravel. We'll place another gravel on at the end, and do an andesite right there. Then we're going to do red sandstone walls here, and they will have lanterns on top, and we will do the same thing in this spot right here. So that's how you should look when you're done. And then you can come around to the back of the build, and starting on the left we'll go 1, 2, 3 azalea, then knock out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, 3 azalea, then knock out 7 blocks again, and finish with 3 azalea. Now starting on the left hand side we'll do a stone, then a cobblestone, then we'll go 2 andesite, back to a stone, cobblestone and a gravel, and then over here we'll do a gravel, then a stone block, then we'll do 2 andesite and 2 more stone blocks, and we'll finish with a cobblestone. And then just like we did up the other end, we're going to place in our red sandstone walls, and they will have lanterns on top. Okay, so I've placed a bunch of lapis blocks on the inside of our build. What I want you to do is everywhere where I've got a lapis block, all I want you to do is to dig out the block. So I'm going to give you an overhead view of this. And when I give the overhead view, I'm going to be looking at it from the side. So we're at the front of the build here. I'm going to swing around to the right-hand side and then come up above just like this. So here is the aerial view. Everywhere where you can see a lapis, just dig out the block. So what we're going to do now is build the path that runs through our garden. So down below here, I've just put in some iron blocks just so it's a little bit easier for you to see where to place these blocks. But what I want you to do is everywhere where I have a lapis block, I want you to place a coarse dirt. And you can see what I mean by it being easier to see with the iron blocks in there. But just be sure, don't run out and put down a bunch of iron blocks. This is just for the tutorial. All I want you to do is replace those lapis blocks with coarse dirt. And once you've put all your coarse dirt in, we're going to do this again, but this time where I have a lapis block, what I want you to do is put in a path block. So once again, here's the aerial view. Just pause the video and put in your path blocks. And once that's done, I want you to place a cobblestone block everywhere where you can see a lapis. And this time, I want you to place blocks of andesite. And once you've put those in, I want you to place blocks of gravel everywhere where you can see a lapis. And we're nearly done. So now I want you to place blocks of stone where all the lapis is. So when you're done, there should only be 5 holes left over. And now we're going to fill in the last 5 holes. So looking from the front of the build, we're going to come along to this one and place a stone stair. And then we're going to look to the left and come over to this hole where this grassy area is. And we'll do another stone stair. Then over here, looking in the same direction, we'll do an andesite stair. And in this hole, we'll do a mossy cobblestone. Then we'll look toward the back of the build, come along to this hole and place in a cobblestone stair. Okay, that's our path all done. So now we're going to start work on the rest of the garden. So now everywhere where I have a lapis block, all I want you to do is dig out the block. So here's the aerial view. Just go ahead and remove all of those blocks. Okay, now we're going to start placing blocks again. So I've got my iron blocks down the bottom so you can easily see where these go. So this time, everywhere where I have a lapis block, I just want you to place a block of sand. So here's the aerial view. Go ahead and place in your sand. And once you've done that, go ahead and place a coarse dirt everywhere where I have a lapis. Okay, the next one's going to be a little bit different. So this time, everywhere where I have a lapis block, I want you to place a sea lantern with some moss carpet on top. Now, these don't have to be sea lanterns. You can use any light-emitting block that you like. So jack-o'-lanterns or even a torch. You can place the carpet on top of the torch if you want to. So I'll give you the aerial view and you can place in all of these. So pause the video and place in all of your light sources. And this time, everywhere where you can see a lapis, I want you to place a cobblestone. And now we're going to be placing blocks of andesite. Okay, that's enough of the aerial views. Let's come down here and we're going to start some building. So come to the front of the build and just behind this fence, we're going to do a cobblestone slab. And just behind that, we'll do a stone button. Then we'll do a grass and another one on the coarse dirt. Then grab azalea leaves and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll put an andesite slab there and another one on this side. On top of the coarse dirt, we'll do an orange tulip. And then just beside that, we'll do another stone button. And just in here, I want you to place 2 scaffolding. You can climb to the top, place a string on there, then break your scaffolding, and then we're going to plant some bamboo. And you can either let that bamboo grow naturally or you can bone meal it. And then I want you to turn to the left, and we're going to come along to this corner and place 1, 2, 3 acacia fences. Just in front of this fence, we'll place 1, 2, 3 scaffolding. You can climb to the top, place your string, and break those. Then we'll do our bamboo, and you can bone meal it. And then just in front of this on the coarse dirt, we'll do a pink tulip. And then we'll go 1, 2 cobblestone slabs, then an andesite slab with another one over there. We'll do another pink tulip. And then behind the slab, we'll do an orange tulip. And then you can place 1, 2, 3 acacia fences. And then on top of the middle fence, we're going to place a lantern. Then we'll do a cobblestone slab with a stone button in front. Now grab some oak leaves, come along to the corner, and we'll place 1, 2 like that. Then we'll go 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I want you to turn to the left, and we're looking at this little island of grass. In the 2 holes, I want you to place stone blocks, and then grab your cobblestone slab. We'll place it on the grass on the left, and then with andesite stairs, we'll place one on that grass, then look at it from this direction, and place another. Just to the left of that, we'll do an andesite block, and that will have an andesite slab in front with a stone slab behind, and then just to the left, we'll do a cobblestone slab. Then you can grab your button again, and we'll place it right there on the cobblestone. Okay, looking from the front, we're going to come along to this lantern, and we're going to walk past this over our stone button up to this andesite block. Then we're going to place a stone button there, and then 1, 2, 3 acacia fences on the coarse dirt. We'll do a flower pot with a torch flower. On the cobblestone block here, we'll do a cobblestone slab with some grass behind it. Then on top of the andesite block, we'll do a stone slab and an orange tulip. And now we're going to start building in this hole just behind this stuff. So I want you to look at it from the opposite direction. And just in front of the grass we placed, I want you to place an andesite stair. And in front of the flower pot, we will do another one. Then turn to your right. In front of the button, we'll do a stone slab with another one diagonally from that. Then diagonally again, we'll do a cobblestone stair and another one right there. And diagonally from that, we'll do an andesite slab and then another one. And then you can just remove these grass blocks from the bottom. And in here, we're just going to fill it all in with stone blocks, just like that. And this is going to be a pond, and we've got another little section of it right here where our sea lantern is. So looking from the front of the build, we're going to come along here and place a cobblestone stair. Then turn to the right in front of our sea lantern, we'll do a stone stair. And then just in here, we'll do a block of stone. Then you can remove those 2 grass and place in stone blocks. And then I want you to waterlog your 2 stairs, and you can also place some water there. So we've got a part of a pond. Now we can come into this section and we'll make the other part of our pond. Just make sure to waterlog all your stairs and slabs. So that's how you should look when you're done. And we're going to place some more blocks. So come along to our 3 fences here, and just diagonally from this button, we're going to place an andesite slab. Then diagonally from that, a cobblestone slab. Then over here, we'll do another andesite slab. And then starting here, we'll do 1, 2 cobble slabs. And then 1, 2 andesite slabs. And we'll do a cobble slab right there. And then just over here, on top of that cobblestone block, we'll do another cobble slab. And behind that, a cobblestone block. And then we're going to do 3 andesite slabs. So 1, 2, and 3, and on the end we'll do a cobblestone slab. And then looking from the front of the build, I want you to come along here and we'll place in 2 seagrass with a lily pad right there. Then we'll do another seagrass with a lily pad. Then just down here we'll do 1, 2, 3 sea pickles with a lily pad in front, and then you can place in 2 tropical fish. Okay, just to the left of our pond, we're going to come along to where this moss carpet is, and we'll place a flower pot right there with a birch sapling. and some grass behind it. Now diagonally to the left, we're going to place 2 scaffolding with some string on top, and diagonally to the right, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 scaffolding. You can climb to the top and place your string. Then you can break all of those, collect your scaffolding, and where we place those, we're going to do bamboo, and then you can just bone meal them. And now you can grab some oak leaves, and just over here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 oak leaves. And then just over here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, looking from the front, we're going to come along to our orange tulip, and just behind that, we'll do an andesite wall. Then we'll skip 3 blocks and place another andesite wall on that cobblestone. And then in front of that, we'll do a pink tulip, and to the right of that, we'll do an acacia fence and another one on the coarse dirt. Now, on top of our walls, I want you to place 3 acacia fences, and then we'll do an extra one poking toward the middle with an acacia fence gate on top. And then across the top, we're going to place 5 waxed copper trapdoors. Then you can grab some sugarcane. Just to the left of our tulip there, we're going to place 2 sugarcane with a string on top, and just behind that, some grass. And then we can walk through our Tory gate and turn to the left, and we're going to place azalea leaves around the edge of the path. So we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we'll place a 10th one right there, and then number 11 will go in that hole. Then grab some grass, we'll put 1 on the coarse dirt, and 1 in this corner, and next to that we'll do 1, 2, 3 sugarcane. And then grab a melon, we're going to place 1 right there, and another one right there, and then 1, 2 pink tulips. And then you can grab some lilacs, and next to the leaf block in the ground, we'll do a lilac there, and then another one diagonally from that, we'll place another one right here, and 1 next to that melon. Then you can get some scaffolding, and just to the left of this melon, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scaffolding with our string on top, and then just in front of this melon, we'll place 1, 2, 3 with our string on top, and you know what to do here. Go ahead and plant your bamboo underneath and bone meal it. And now we can turn to the left and come over to this grassy island, and we're going to place an azalea leaf right there with 2 cobblestone slabs, a stone button, and then 1, 2, 3 grass. Okay, now we can turn around, and just to the right of our lanterns, we've got this grassy area. So I want you to knock out those 2 grass blocks, and then this will all be grass blocks. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And those blocks that we dug out, you can replace those with podzol. Now grab some jungle leaves this time, and on top of the podzol here, we're going to place a jungle leaf with some grass beside it. And then over here on top of the coarse dirt, we'll do another jungle leaf with a grass there and another grass right there. Then for another jungle leaf, we're going to come along to this grass block, place it there. Behind that, we'll do another grass with a grass there and another one on the coarse dirt. Then grab a campfire, and just on top of this podzol, we're going to place it there, and you can put it out with a shovel. And grab yourself some red tulips, and next to that jungle leaf, we'll place one there. We'll place one behind this jungle leaf, and on top of that, coarse dirt. Then switch to rose bushes up the back here. We're going to place 2 side by side, and then another 2 right there, and then 1, 2, 3 around our campfire. Okay, looking from the front of the build, we're going to come along to the back left-hand corner, and on the grass in the corner, we're going to place a decorated pot. Then holding shift, we'll put a flower pot on top with a dead bush in it, and then come up above and we'll place 2 flowering azalea leaves. Just to the right of that, we'll do 2 regular azalea leaves, then 1, 2 grass. Then we'll place a jungle leaf, and then a mangrove leaf. In front of the mangrove leaf, we'll place 2 pink petals. Then turn to the right. In front of the lantern, we'll place 1, 2, 3 pink petals. And since we have mangrove leaves in hand, I want you to look to the right, and inside of this hole we're going to place a mangrove leaf with another one diagonally to the left, and then look over to our Tory gate here. Just in front of the andesite wall we're going to place 2 azalea leaves. Then to the left of that we'll do a decorated pot, hold shift, put a flower pot in there, then a dead bush, and come up above and do 2 flowering azalea leaves. And behind our decorated pot I want you to place some grass with another grass beside it and a third one right there. Then on top of the coarse dirt we'll do an acacia fence and another one on that coarse dirt, and they will have 2 azalea leaves in between them, and we'll place a stone button right there. Then look back in this direction, you can see this hole in the ground. We'll place a stone block in there with a stone button and another stone button right there. Now back to this stone button, we'll do some grass behind, and behind that we'll do a flower pot with a flowering azalea. And then just behind this grass we will do an andesite block. To the left of that we'll do an andesite slab, then a cobblestone slab, then a stone slab, and then just on this bit of grass we'll do a cobblestone slab with a stone slab. And then if you look to your left, there are 4 holes in the ground. We're going to fill those up. So in the first one we'll do a mossy cobblestone block, and then we'll place jungle leaves. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we can place a red tulip right there with some grass right here. Then grab a cobblestone slab, and behind this andesite we'll place it there, and then we'll grab azalea leaves and place 1, 2. Then grab an acacia fence, we'll place 1 right there, then back to azalea leaves, we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll place an acacia fence behind that, another azalea leaf, and a rose bush. Okay, after you've placed all of that, I want you to look at it from this side, and on top of this coarse dirt just in front of the fence we'll do a grass. On top of the grass we'll do a fern, and you can bone meal it to make it a large fern, and then we'll do a pink tulip right here. Now grab some pink petals, and over here we're going to place 1, 2, and to the left of that we're going to place 1. Then we'll look from this direction. In front of this fence we'll place 2 pink petals, and in front of this fence we'll place 3. Okay, so looking from the front of the build, we're going to come along to this acacia fence, and behind that, on top of this grass block, we're going to place an oak leaf, and then 1, 2, 3 acacia fences, and we'll do a lantern on the middle one, and then an oak leaf right there. Then on top of the coarse dirt we'll do a grass, then a jungle leaf, and another oak leaf. Now in front of our grass we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 scaffolding, and just between these 2 leaves we're going to go 1, 2, 3 scaffolding, and you can put string on both of those and go ahead, break them, plant your bamboo and bone meal. And just to the left of our shorter bamboo we're going to place a stone slab with a stone button in front, and then an oak leaf and 1, 2 jungle leaves. Then in front of this jungle leaf we'll do an andesite slab, we'll do a rose bush there, and a cobblestone slab. And behind our cobble slab we'll do an acacia fence with 2 more beside it. In front of the middle one we'll do 3 sea pickles, then some grass, then we'll do a red tulip and an oak leaf, and then we'll do a stone slab in front of our wall. Now I want you to turn around, look in the other direction. Diagonally from this coarse dirt we'll do another stone slab, and a third one right there, and then we'll do a mossy cobble slab, then a mossy cobble stair, then look in this direction and we'll do an andesite stair. Okay, now behind our mossy cobble stair I want you to place some dirt, and that will have an andesite slab on top. To the left we'll do a cobblestone, and to the right we'll do an andesite. Then I want you to look from this direction, we'll do an andesite stair, and then a stone stair, and then look from this direction, we'll do an andesite stair with a cobblestone slab, and then looking from this direction on top of the grass, we'll do a stone stair. And then you can grab some grass and swing around to the right. We'll place 1 on that coarse dirt, and one on that coarse dirt, and we'll place a stone button beside it. Then come over to this hole in the ground, we'll do a gravel. Then on top of that cobblestone, we'll do a stone button, and that will have a stone slab in front. Then diagonally from our wall, we'll do a rose bush with oak leaves in front, then 2 jungle leaves, and back to your grass, we're going to place 2 on the coarse dirt. And then next to our jungle leaves, we're going to place scaffolding, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then next to that, we'll do 3 acacia fences with a lantern on top. And then we'll do 1, 2 oak leaves. Back to your scaffolding, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll place a fern in front of our lantern and an andesite slab. Then you can climb up your scaffolding, place your string, and just where they were, we're going to plant our bamboo, and you can bone meal them. Okay, once you've done that, I want you to come over here. So we're looking at our big rock with our 2 lanterns behind. Now just down here is a path block. So diagonally from that, we're going to place an acacia fence. And then behind that, on top of the mossy cobblestone, we'll do a flower pot with a cherry sapling. Now grab azalea leaves, we'll place 2 next to the fence with a fence on the end and an azalea leaf behind. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3 acacia fences with a lantern on top of the middle one, and then we'll place 1, 2 azalea leaves. We'll place a third one here with an acacia fence beside it, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3 azalea leaves. We'll do some grass on the coarse dirt with another one right there, and then another azalea leaf, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3 acacia fences. And staying where we are now, I want you to look at this azalea leaf. And we're going to count 4 blocks from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th block, we're going to place a stone button. And we have 2 more stone buttons to place. So come back over to where our cherry sapling is in the flower pot. And in this hole in the ground, we're going to do a mossy cobblestone with a stone slab beside it and a stone button beside that. And you can place 2 grass. And our last stone button is going to go right here. Then I want you to grab an andesite slab, and just in front of this lantern, we'll place it there. Then an andesite block, and then a stone slab. Then you can place 2 cobblestone slabs and look in this direction and place a stone stair. And just to the right of this, you can see these holes in the ground. We're going to place 2 jungle leaves, and then diagonally from those, we'll do some grass. In the last hole, we'll do a mossy cobble block, and then a cobblestone slab. Okay, so looking from the front of the build, we're going to come along to the back right-hand corner. And in this corner, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 azalea leaves. Then we'll do some grass. And diagonally from the grass, we'll do an oak leaf. And another one right there with some grass in front. Then come over to this leaf block diagonally. On this side, we'll do a grass. And diagonally on this side, we'll do another grass, and we're going to plant a peony right there. And we're going to plant 10 more peonies. And we might do this using lapis blocks because I can't remember where they all go. So you can see our peony we just placed right there. I will come up above and you can place the other ones in everywhere where you can see a lapis block. And once you've planted those, we're going to do some pink petals. And we're going to start on this grass block, and I might look from this direction and place 1, 2, 3. Then looking in this direction, come over to this acacia fence. To the left of that, we'll place 2. Then we'll place a single one right here. Then look in this direction and go 1, 2, 3. And then just over here, we're going to do a single pink petal. Turn to your left, do another single. Then look from this direction, we'll do 1, 2. And then over here, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to look toward the back of our garden, and we're going to place an acacia fence right there with 1, 2 azalea leaves, another acacia fence with an azalea leaf in front, and then diagonally from this block, we're going to place an azalea leaf right there. Then I want you to look at it from this side. Next to that wall, we're going to do an azalea leaf with 2 more on the diagonal. They will have an acacia fence beside it, then an azalea leaf and an acacia fence. And now we're going to start building the bottom of our cherry blossom tree. So look over at our 2 mangrove leaves here. We're going to knock out that block, place in some nether bricks. with a nether brick slab on top and another one diagonally from that. And diagonally again, we're going to do 2 cherry logs. Now grab some cherry wood. This is the one with bark on every side. And we're going to place one there, another one here, and a third. Then we'll do nether brick stairs right there. Now back to your nether brick slabs. We're going to go 1, then 2, and 3. Okay, now we're going to plant some lilacs, and I might give you the aerial view again. So everywhere where I have a lapis block, just go ahead and plant a lilac. And once those are in, we're going to do this again, but this time it's for grass. So once again, here is the aerial view, just everywhere where I have a lapis block. Pause the video and go and put in some grass. And then finally in this area, we just want to scatter a bunch of pink petals all about. And it doesn't really matter how you do this, you can do it absolutely randomly, but here's the aerial view if you want to copy somewhat what I've done. Okay, now we're going to start building our tree trunk. So looking from the front of the build toward the back, on top of this log, we're going to add 2 more cherry logs with a cherry wood on top and then an upside down nether brick stair. And on top of that, we'll do another cherry log. Now on top of this cherry log, we'll do a cherry wood and then grab a nether brick slab and we're going to place it right there with a cherry log on top. And still looking from this direction, on top of this log, we're going to do a nether brick stair. And then we'll come round to the other side and we'll place a nether brick slab right there. That will have 2 cherry logs on top and then a cherry wood. And looking from the front of the build toward the back, we're going to place a nether brick wall right there with 2 more just to the left. Then on top of that, we'll do a nether brick fence, 1 just to the side of that and 1 in front. Then you can come round to the back of the build. We're going to place another nether brick wall right there with a nether brick fence on top and another one poking toward the back. And once again, looking from the front of the build toward the back, we're going to place a cherry wood on top of that cherry log with a nether brick wall in front, then 1 to the right, 1 above, 1 toward us, and 1 to the right. Then on top of that, you can put a nether brick fence, 1 to the right, and 1 toward us. Then we can swing around to the right-hand side. We'll have to place a temporary slab just in front, then 1 to the right, and you can break that. So that slab is coming out on the diagonal. On top of that slab, we will do a cherry wood with a nether brick wall to the right, then 1 toward us. Then on top, we'll do a nether brick fence with 1 toward us. And now we're going to hang some lanterns. So looking from the front of the build, we're going to come along to this branch here and hang a chain from that with a lantern on it. Then we're also going to hang a chain right here, and that will have a lantern as well. Then you can swing around to the right-hand side, and just underneath this wall, we're going to put a chain with another one below it, and then a lantern. And now we're going to place some cherry leaves. So looking from the front, I want you to swing around to the left-hand side and place one against that lantern. Then swing around to the back and I want you to place a temporary block against the stair. We'll do a cherry leaf on that side, a cherry leaf in front, and then 2 on that side. Then you can break that block and place it on the end here. And we'll do another cherry leaf block and break that. Then against this lantern, we'll place 1, 2, 3 temporary blocks. We'll do a cherry leaf there and then we'll break it. Now, next to this stair, just on top of the cherry wood, I'm going to place a sea lantern. Now, you don't need to use sea lanterns. You can use any block you like, but just make sure it's going to stand out, that you can see it. So now that's 1. I want to place 6 more, so we have 7 in total. And we're going to build a pillar. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's going to help us build our tree. So we're going to build this in slices. So you can see here are all the leaf blocks we just placed. So we placed 1 against the lantern. Then we came around the back, placed those 5. Then we did our temporary blocks from that lantern, placed another. And then there's our first sea lantern, just as a bit of reference. So what I'm going to do is always looking from the front of the building. So this will be the front. And when I give the aerial view, it'll be up above like this. What we're going to do is just go up to the next slide. And this is the next level. So that sea lantern is the second one we placed. And then I've got some pink concrete in there to represent the leaf blocks just below. And all you're going to do is start building on the next level. So that would be just here would be the first 2 blocks you place. And we're just going to go level by level. So first slide, second, third, fourth, and build our way up. So here's the first level that we've already built together, and we're going to go up to the next level. So here's level number 2, pause the video and build all of these leaf blocks. And here's level number 3, so go ahead and build these leaf blocks. And just remember the pink concrete represents the layer just below. Those are the leaves just below us, so that should help you figure out where to place these leaf blocks. And here's level number 4, so go ahead and pause the video. And this is level number 5. And here's level number 6. And finally, here's level 7. And once your tree is complete, you can come up here and break your sea lanterns or whatever block it was that you used to build the tree. And that is it. That is your garden. 100% complete. And for the outro, I thought I would turn my bushy leaves back on. They make it a bit hard to do a tutorial, but gosh, they do look pretty when you're just admiring the build. And if you're wondering where to get these bushy leaves, I use Vanilla Tweaks, the Vanilla Tweaks resource pack to get these. And if you're on Bedrock, I think there's a Bedrock Tweaks version that you can get. So that's it for today. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't already. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you later.